I didn't really think about the quality of the house. It was more of, yes, I'm living off campus. Now, looking back at it, I wish we didn't jump on the first thing that we saw. We really jumped on the first thing that we saw. Especially next year, we had to sign our lease. Our lease for the next year had to be signed beginning of October if we wanted to live there for next year. So, without really thinking about it, we signed the lease, and we all kind of regretted living there again because we were having the same problems as we were before.
Living in a house without heat included really sucked.
Yeah,
it was a really cold winter.
Our furnace ran out like 3 times and it was freezing.
Yeah, and like, you think that like it wouldn't be a bad idea to have like kind of a crappy house because like, oh, we're in college, we don't have to like, take care of anything or whatever, but when you have like mice running across your floor and like holes in your wall, you realize that's stuff you can't tolerate.
For me personally, I wish I stayed on campus an extra year. I think I like the whole, for me, I'm more of a community type of person, and I feel like living off campus, you kind of are taken away from that on-campus community feeling. But living on campus, there is a lot more freedom. Like, you don't have to deal with RAs or rules or quiet hours or anything like that, and I have my own room, which is nice. I have my own space, but I do wish that I lived on campus an extra year, if not actually senior year. I think I kind of jumped on it right away because I didn't want to being stuck with a random roommate type of thing like freshman year. So my close friends and my roommates were moving off campus, so I just kind of jumped on the bandwagon. But I think I would like to live with people who do more what my involvements within the school. But I mean, I can't redo it, so I mean, I'm happy with what I did. No regrets, so.
I think 2 years on campus and 2 years off campus worked out pretty well. I really liked it. I got integrated into the college community, but then I was able to step out on my own and live off campus. I would have changed where I lived junior year. I lived with a landlord who was also like a student here, so the house wasn't kept up to codes or anything like that. It was a pretty horrible situation, so that's the one thing I would have changed is my location last year. Growing up, my parents always said, like, turn the lights off, stuff like that. And I never really did because I didn't understand what paying for electricity was. And now, I'm going in the bathroom and they just left to turn the lights off.
I think students, if they have the chance and they have the funding to live off campus, I think they absolutely should do it at least 1 year. It's definitely worth the experience. I think I would have been upset if I didn't go through college without living off campus. And if you can get a house with a porch, it's great. It's great for people watching at night. So yeah.